Hello everybody, Zas here. We're going to be doing a legacy cube. So it looks like they rebuilt the legacy cube to be a little more on the unfair side. They put in all the swords back in, a couple mana rocks, and then they've got like show and tell and natural order. So it should be fun. The modern cube was also fun, but I definitely think this is the most fun for me. The vintage cube ends up being a little bit too crazy, I think. And this is like just the right amount of crazy. So I was thinking, before I play this first round, what would be the best possible pack one, pick, and I think I would say it's the Coalition Relic. Would be just the best first thing you could open, although a Rofellos would also be a pretty strong second choice as well. I think Coalition Relic maybe doesn't go great in mono red or mono white aggro, but in every other deck it's fantastic. And here, okay. Well, I said Rofellos, and here he is. So we'll take him. There's also, Hell Rider is quite possibly the second best red creature. I think Goblin Guide is probably the first best, but this would also not be a bad pick to just take it and go crazy with mono red. But I do think Rofellos is just the most broken thing. I like him as well, and I like Frost Titan, but we will take this Rofellos and see what we get afterwards. Okay, nothing green, so that's not amazing. I guess there's Song of the Dryads. There's also just Factor Fiction. Pretty splashable, works well. Yeah, I'll take Factor Fiction. Hedge a little bit in case, I don't know, green is somehow being cut. I doubt it. I think that was just a pack that wasn't great for us. Definitely would like to see, I think, Craterhoof, Natural Order, just mana elves. Okay. Not a great pack for us here on the green side. There's this Nissa, who's fine, I guess. She ramps and so works with Rofellos. Maybe I'll just take this. And put in. Let's draw one. Okay. There's also Cryptic. I'll take the Nissa. I'm a little scared that green is somehow getting taken from us here. There's a sword. There's also this Nissa and a Serum Visions. Nissa is good. She doesn't quite ramp as much, but she's kind of more value. Serum Visions is very good, but I could see it's not. You kind of want to have a lot of early blue to play it. So it's the Nissa or the sword, and sword's all right, but I think I'll take the Nissa here. Ah, great. Arbor Elf. That's a very nice sign here. I was getting a little worried, but that's certainly a sign that green is open. So I will happily take him. Notice all the forest synergy. Forest, forest, forest. And swords aren't bad in a deck like this because they can make all the elves legitimate threats. So far this is all kind of value stuff. Ooh, okay, well there's a Eternal Witness. Yeah?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Sure, what's...
Because 101.4 fever, I called the doctor.
Okay, so we took a Utopia Stroll there, the synergy with our Arbor Elf. There's a Time Work is actually playable. Huh, I wonder if it's Time Warp over actually the Master. Time Warp is such a powerful card. Yeah, you know, I'm actually going to take the Time Warp, I think. Porphyros would have been nice in a mono red deck. Master's alright, but this is just a much more backbreaking effect. Well, City of Brass. There's also the argument to be made that we don't really want to be splashing blue after all because we're such high reward for mono green. Which is true, but this just hedges our bets a little bit. So City does help. Genesis Wave. It's a finisher. I'm going to take the City. Wow, Hellrider Wield. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'll take Vorinclex. Alright, nothing for us here. Still more nothings. Maybe Slaughter Pact. I can't believe that Hellrider Wield. Here I was considering it as like the second best mono red card in the wheels. So an okay start. We have some very strong cards and some less strong ones. Definitely, if we can get a breeding pool or some such, I think we'll take that very highly. Alright. So there's a sword here. It's a Deranged Hermit. Rampant Growth. Might just be Rampant Growth. Brainstorm, Sword. Just Walking Ballista. It's all pretty mad. There's also Mind Stone. Nice thing about Rampant Growth is it fixes. So I'm going to take the growth. Okay, some good choices here. There's a Pilgrim, a Library, possibly a Garuk or Battlesphere. I think, though, Sylvan is very nice. I want to say it's just the Pilgrim, though. Ramp is so good. So this wouldn't do anything for us, or I mean it would be weak because our blue is non-permanence here. We could go for Time Warp number 2. Sure, I don't really like Bloom Tender here, so I'll take the part. Definitely am looking for some more planeswalkers, or I was gonna say, or Crater Hoof. There we go. There we go. Now if we wheel that Bloom Tender, I'll certainly want to take it. We might wheel Lightning Greaves. I'm actually a pretty big fan of. But if we can wheel the Greaves or the Rex Sage, I'll be happy with either of those. And there's Goblin Guide to go with whoever took the Hell Rider. In here, kind of want to go for the Reach. Yeah, take the car and I'll take my car. Is the appointment at 3:30?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, Garruk or Tropical Island. That is brutal. I guess the Tropical Island is more like must play. Garruk is so fantastic. But yeah, I think the Tropical Island is less replaceable. Okay, two more fantastic cards, the Whisperwood and the Hornet Queen. I think I actually prefer Whisperwood. I like what it does. It saves everything. I found in the modern cube, it was one of the best creatures you could possibly have. Just an army in a box. And it also has good synergy with Crater Hoof. Of course, Hornet Queen also does. But, okay, so here's some good choices. We've got fine mid-range card like Pelucranos. And then there's this guy who kind of... I think it might actually be the Duskwatch Recruiter. It's a mana sink. And it's also an early play against mono red. So I like him. The key should be in the green. In the key bin on top of the mantle. You didn't see it?
You said it should be in the brown thing?
Yeah, in the brown thing where the keys are. Maybe this. I don't see us playing Kiga. Yeah. If you play it for 4, it's still like kill stuff. Sure, maybe we can splash a Garruk somehow. I have almost more of a black splash than a blue splash. Did you find it? Definitely would not mind a natural order. Let's see, this guy, I think we can play him as a 4. Ooh, the Lightning Grooves. Okay, I'll take that. Lightning Grooves on the Rofellas. I think this is an underrated card. I like it. Sar the Unseen. Maybe... Yeah, maybe one of these for some artifact removal. And some perfectly acceptable filler. Okay. Well, this is also pretty meh. Grave Titan is fantastic. Almost wanna... Definitely an argument to be made to switch out of blue and, if anything, play black, because Grave Titan is just that good. It really is just that good. We could play Garruk, Decay, and Grave Titan. Man, It might be worth it. He's just tough to play, you know. But these are all pretty meh. Okay, I'll take it. It's good enough that if we get splashing, I'm okay with it. Wow, but now we just got opposition. So with opposition in those, no. Okay, forget the black plan. We will play blue after all. And we're playing opposition with blue because just that's the best possible card we could get. So we might play these and these, but forget black. So now we want as much creature type stuff as we can get because it works double with both opposition and creature half. Wow, treachery. Okay, I'll take treachery. Wow. Some really heavy-duty blue cards here. Alright. So Kitchen Finks would be better against the red type decks, and Hydro would be better against the control-y type decks. Let's go for the Finks. It's very easy to underestimate mono red. Very easy to underestimate and just lose. And I'm a big fan of Gear Hulk. We have quite a lot of stuff here at the 5-drop slot. Flighting Pool is not amazing for us, but it still might be playable. Now, here's an interesting one. Mimic Vat is one of my favorite cards. It's certainly better if you have the ability to kill things, and we don't really. But I don't see what else we're really playing, so I will take it at least as a sideboard card. Okay, Nature's Lore is, I think, fine for us. Unfortunately, we have a lot of spell ramp with the Reach, the Lore, and the Sprawl, but we've got, for token generators, we've got just Whisperwood right now. Now, of course, I wish I'd taken that Master of the Hunt. That would have obviously been very, very good. I'm not sure I remember what I took instead. It's hard not to play Factor Fiction either. And that's pretty good. I mean, that's 23 cards. Doesn't feel super broken, but we're definitely fighting someone for green. Guess we can. We're never getting Devotion on Thassa, so it would just be to scry and make an unblockable. I'll take explosives. Man, a free Elspeth, that's crazy. I guess I'll take Ophiomancer, you know, maybe we're splashing some black for a token maker like that. Tower of the Magistrate. Okay, won't play any of these, but I'll take that. Yeah, we are fighting. Birthing Pod. And Show and Tell. I'm not going to play any of these either. Okay, so this is interesting. We have some of the highest value green cards, but missing a lot of the rest of the deck. I think there's definitely other green drafters. We have a fantastic black ad or blue ad. but I think these cards are like Treachery and Opposition are two of the best blue cards. Fact or Fiction's up there too, so I think it's blue. Even though I really would like that Ophiomancer. Not 100% sure about the Ballista. But all in all, it's not horrible. So here we'd play Tropical Island, Pool, and then why white? Kitchen Finks? And Magic is dumb. Yeah, so 3 islands, Reflecting Pool. So this doesn't give blue by itself, it's only a second blue, which is okay. Alright, I'm not in love with this deck, but I could see maybe playing the Vat. It's just that with no removal. And let's see, if we were to switch and go into black, we'd bring in... Oh, what's going on here? Let's pile view is what we want. Yeah, so these are all actually pretty fine. So if we wanted to switch out blue for black and bring in these, even 5 we could. Yeah, it's not awful. Draina maybe seems a little ambitious. This seems much more reasonable. Maybe like this. Alright, and looking at this, I think we forgot our City of Brass, which I think here is just better than Reflecting Pool, so we can just take it out. I guess not. I guess Reflecting Pool does work with Tropical. Maybe we can take 1 forest out. And anything we want to take out? Rampant War. I could see splashing 1 black source for like this or something, or this, but no, this is good. Let's take a snip of our deck, and let's see how this does. The black is strong as well. There's no question about it. And I think there may be games that we side out the blue and into the black, but I think Opposition and Treachery are just so good. Okay. Alright, so I will keep this. So we have all our mana. Just need to rampantly grow. So we can just take forest now. Okay. Play the Elder or the Opposition. I suppose play the Elder. hypnotic. Okay, that is annoying. I think I may have to opposition on the hypnotic. Blue. And I guess if we attack with just these two, it's a 7 and a 5, so it's a fairly big one hit. It'd be nice to have one or two other creatures to turn into lethal. This opposition looks pretty weak. Wonder if the setting in the black against this player would be good. This is rather ineffective, I have to admit. Okay, it's annoying. Yikes. So I feel like playing Craterhoof is pretty bad. I feel like there's a lot of plus to trying to draw another threat, so I will give it another turn. I wish I could remember what I took instead of that Hunt Master. This has just not been very powerful. Okay, that's probably pretty scary. Definitely feel like black here would be a lot stronger. Just don't have enough creature density for this, maybe. Oh my god, really? Three, four, five, six, 7, so can't cast. Okay, can blow up my trap or my pool. Yeah, I'm pretty close to dead here. Just don't really have enough threats. Okay, is that killing me? think it does. Oh, I could have tapped one of his creatures. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay. All right. So that was pretty bad. Do we maybe bring in like one? Kind of want to bring in like one swamp for a Garuk at the top end. Kind of want to get greedy. We didn't see anything for Wickerbow Elder. Kind of want to do this. Is this too greedy? It's pretty greedy. Could also just play Ophiomancer. Yeah, let's just play an Ophiomancer instead. I think that's a little bit smarter. We take out one forest and put in one swamp. So now we have 1, 2 black sources. I guess 3 with the sprawl. But then we have the reach and the rampant growth. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah, obviously if we can swing Grave Titan, it's so good with opposition, but that's a little... Okay, let's see how this goes. I guess the Finks are maybe a bit underwhelming here. Yeah. No, this is fine. It's like, do I play that? No, I think that's slow. This is let's keep it with this. Tower of the Magistrate. What a weird card. Protection from artifacts, huh? This guy must have all the removal. Okay. Alright, this is better. We have all our mana, and we have stuff to draw. So right now, like we're doing turn 2 Kadama's Reach, turn 3 Growth and Recruiter. Just dump our hand. So we get a blue and a black. Now we can cast everything. We have 5 mana, so we could play a Dusk Watch and use it, or we could play Dusk Watch and Rampant Growth. Wow, okay. this effectively costs 1. So 1 for the lore, 2. So I think the best use of mana is to cast all 3 of these. So we'll get the lore for a forest. Just the trop. No reason to play the trop, right? You can wasteland it, since we saw wasteland. Alright, and now we have gajillions of mana. Maybe we should have left mana open to use him in case he has removal, but Dark Ritual. Road Rider. Okay. Well, that's a thing. So 3. Guess we start digging, right? But just a creature, so let's use this. And Ophiomancer is pretty nice, but we can't cast it, which is some poor thinking. But we could play Nissa, play a land. Problem is the Obliterator is pretty good against Nissa at this point. So I think we actually want the Ophiomancer for Death Touch. And then we can use it again on his turn. No, because I might get like an elf or something. So let's use it again. Creature cards 1 less, so this costs 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can cast them both. Okay. 2 or more spells, so I do plan on casting that. One, 2. But it'll be okay, so I made it. I'm gonna tap some land for mana. Okay. So 2, and I should be able to cast that. And play this. Alright. Now we have the Death Touch guy, at least for the Obliterator. ideally here we just draw a, we dig until we draw a crater hoof. So 23, we can look at them 3 at a time, so that's 1 in 8 per activation, so we have maybe 3 turns. So with all that mana, we should have a pretty good chance of hitting our crater hoof. Oh, and since we double our mana, actually, we can, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2, 16. So we can have like 5 activations. Yeah, we should be able to hit it. For sure. Well, the thing is, if he doesn't play a spell. No, he played this, right? Oh, okay, he's playing a spell. Okay, the Spectre, that is annoying. Greaves. Okay, I like that. Do we even care about the Elder here? He's sort of insta-dead anyway. So he won't get to untap any of these lands. It's pretty brutal. So let's play the Greaves so that the Recruiter doesn't transform, and then just use it for his, and try to find our Crater Hoof, right? I think that's how we win. So let's see, so 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 2, 14. So we'll get 12, 4 activations. I can spend 3 of those mana. I can also just play this. Maybe I should just play this so he can't hit anything with the Spectre. Let's see. I want to make sure I have at least 8 mana if I draw the, if I activate and go for it. Yeah, maybe I should just try. Whisperwood. That's pretty sweet. And I need to make sure I have 4 mana in case I 4 mana in case I draw the Crater Hoof to insta-win. So I can still cast Gear Hulk, okay. And now I don't have enough left, right? 1, 2, 3. Nope, I have just enough for 1 more. Missile Vital Force. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So here I think at this point we just play Elemental. And Elder. And we can ditch the Gear Hulk. You can actually just not cast anything and this transforms this, and then that's not great for us. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That was a reason to maybe not cast any of these things and keep digging. Yeah, that was a big mistake. Time warp. Well, that's really good. That gives us another turn. Oh, and we manifested the behemoth, actually. So we will not get our giant thing. So let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just have to attack with everybody here and then time warp, right? We have no chance otherwise because we're facing down 4, 5, 6 damage. Okay. Do we time warp first? Guess we do. Guess we can just attack with everyone and manifest him. So we might as well flip this. All right. So definitely Gurlick would have been good here. Time warp was good. Maybe just opposition is not that good against him. Maybe opposition just not that good. Maybe we play Titan instead. Because Titan is so good with opposition. That's just sort of crazy, right? Vorinclex seems a little meh, I gotta say. Well, we did see a Bitter Blossom for the decay, for the Elder. Titan seems greedy. I will. Does seem greedy. Maybe these Nisses aren't that good. If I take out Nissa, played like Titan. Maybe the Finks aren't that great. Finks are pretty meh. Okay, let's take out one more forest and put in one more swamp. Alright, see how this does. Duskwatch Recruiter was MVP there. Wow. Alright, I'll play it just because I have Fact or Fiction. I mean, otherwise it's terrible, but this lets me refill. So now I think the play on the reach normally would be to search for 2 swamps, but choose instant or sorcery. Well, that is annoying. That hurts. Okay, that's treachery though. That is a real card. Negator would be awesome. No, he plays Underworld Dreams. Interesting. On the Wasteland. Also interesting. But I guess he wants to maximize his black mana. Okay. So that makes It's interesting. Do we reach for the 2 swamps or what? I do think we actually reach for the swamps here. Yeah, I think we go for the 2 swamps even though we have Raphaelis. I guess we're just attacking here. Not worth treacherying for sure. Much better things. So 6, 7, 8 mana I can play. I could Gear Hulk and plus Raphaelis. Or just like divide 2/2. 5. Thing is, of course, then if we do want to cast Crater Hoof, we lose out on that damage. But I think it's a good way of hedging our bets. the Crater Hoof is lethal if he just taps out for stuff here. And the best case for us is he just plays a creature and we can Treachery and Crater Hoof and just win. And if he spends all his mana to deal with Rofellos, we sell the 6/6 trample on the board. Okay, that's great. So we Treachery, untap, and then play a giant. Right, 6, 7, 8. Alright. So now we got a crying baby here. I'm going to put this on pause. So I think we're going to go back. I'm going to go back in here and edit the deck to what I had in that second configuration with the black. So add Garruk, Grave Titan, and Ophiomancer. And we took out, what, the Bigness, the Ballista, and the Finks. And then we add in, what do we have land-wise? Land, island, so 2 forests, two swamps. Okay. So, because we have got rampant growth. Well, rampant growth is just a. Sorry, nature's lore is just a forest, but we have rampant growth, Kodama's Reach, and Elder to all to find these lands. So we should be able to find our stuff. And all right, let's see how this goes. Just gives us a little more like threats density, I think. And, you know, Lightning Greaves on a Grave Titan is a combo in and of itself. Okay, so we have one uncastable, but I think the rest is perfectly adequate here. Okay, just to represent a force spike or something. Red, green. Alright. We just have to play threats here, even if they get blown up. Now, if he's not blown up, then we can actually spend a turn searching. I feel like this Wickerbow Elder will want to be a Kitchen Finks against this guy. Yep. Yep. Definitely would have liked to have a search here. And Treachery is not at its best against this deck, but maybe he'll play a big green creature. Let's just play the Elder. Still Still something that needs to be dealt with. Okay, and dealt with it is. At least an 8/8 trample should be kind of something, right? So this is 7 and 8. And we have 6 mana in hand. So one more and we start activating our big guns, but I like all of our threats here. Okay, let's see what he does with this. Hunter Master. Looks like something I could treachery. Whenever it transforms. So if no spells were cast, I transform it, and then deals 2 damage. Another. Okay, yeah, I think this is perfectly fine treachery target. Especially since we have this other stuff coming. Okay. I think I'm fine to take it. I'll be playing Garruk's next. This. Okay, it's definitely paid for itself. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Seems like a pretty strong play. Don't see what he could possibly have here. Okay, great. So red-green, lots of removal. Greaves will be good against him. Maybe opposition slightly less good against a player like this. I think Finks over Wickerbow, right? That for sure. Wonder if also Time Warp is sort of win more, and we'd be better off with either the Wickerbow as a creature, or maybe just like Nissa. Nissa for more value. I like Wickerbow just as a creature. I mean, Time Warp is great, but it's I think win more here. There's also Abrupt Decay as a consideration. I like this. Let's see how it goes. One could argue Mimic Vat as well. Interesting choice between blue or black on the Utopia Sprawl here. But I guess with the reach it doesn't really matter. let's say black. I expect I can reach. So if you play some like massive ground thing I have to deal with, I can at least play Ophion-Lancer. Yeah, like so that's a reason to sort of play Ophion-Lancer right away, is to stop the beats, which I think I will do here actually. Of course, now we can't FOF here, so that is the trade-off. So if I get a blue and a black, then with the pool I can cast everything, right? I think we don't. Do I trade? No, I want to keep these creatures and just kind of stay alive, right? That's how I'm trying to win. I'm not that far from casting Vorinclex, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maelstrom Pulse, okay. So 1, 2, 3. I think we still FOF at end of his turn. Okay. That's good. That's really good. And we can get a nice treachery out of this FOF. Sure, I think we blocked this. Christ. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. We'll just take whatever the 3 cards are, I suppose. Just elf and 4 lands. I'll take the 4 lands, I suppose. Oh, do I, though? Do I? That's an interesting choice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess you could say I already have all the lands I ever need, right? So maybe I should just take the Arbrelf. Okay, I will. So that's 3, 6, 7. So yeah, let's cast a Garruk. And next turn, Voron collects, and more beasts should be pretty scary. Deranged Hermit, that's really scary. Yeah, okay. So I think I have to kill the Hermit here. Four, 5, 6, 7. So let's say we're to make another one of these. He taps everything. 20. He can't actually... So to kill our Garuk, he has to get 3 things through. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm actually okay making just a beast here. Because the tapping just, you know, is so problematic. And, like, destroys his next turn. Okay, so good thing I made the beast. Shriekmaw, okay. Well, that will do it. Huntmaster. Fair enough. So I want to try to cast 1 spell a turn at least to prevent him from flipping. But we're getting... I can also just minus Garuk to kill the Huntmaster. Okay, so... 7, so let's block this. I think more likely to be able to pump squirrels. So that prevents me from killing the Huntmaster, so I might as well just make a beast. And do we attack? I don't really see us gaining a whole lot for us. Maybe it does. 6. What are we trying to do? If we stay back on defense, we're gambling that he can't kill our Garuk. He can also make this, so we'll have at best 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can definitely kill Garuk no matter what. Maybe just attacking with beasts is kind of scary. But if we make him attack with everything, at least he has to lose a lot of key stuff. Okay, let's make him have it. I'm not going to attack. I like making... He can kill Garuk, but I can make it like very unprofitable. Or very expensive, I should say. Otherwise, I'm trading like 6 damage for an easy kill on Garuk, and he still has a bunch of threats. Okay, so now he kills my Guruk with a flip. Okay, I've got some. Jeez Louise. Okay. So I think now we just attack with these two and keep this guy in defense. Yeah, okay. That's painful. Really flooded on the lands here. Could still get like Crater Hoof would do it. Let's see, do we want to kill the Hunt Master or this thing? I think the Hunt Master is kind of a problem. Treachery. Wish. Well. But I guess I can take the Sylvan Advocate. Still something. A 4/4. Okay. So attack with this 5/5 here. I'll hit back. Play this. And attack. Really. Just raw creature combat here. So he has to have removal for both of these. I'm okay with that. What mana floods we've gotten? Alright. So if he has removal, that we're dead. If he has burn, we're dead. But otherwise we're in chump territory here. Okay. Won the match. This deck did not think I would do that well with it. Shall we change anything for match 3? We find we can be a little mana flooded, right? 17 and then 1 with all these ramp spells, but I'm a little loath to go down to 16 lands in a deck like this. You know, it's just so bad if you're being slow. Well, let's go ahead and play and see how it goes. Before I do that, I want to say the Lightning Greaves definitely maybe could have been traded in that particular matchup for Mimic Vat. But it's, or maybe even for a decay. That's an option as well. But Greaves on Titan is just so good. Although, I mean, Vat on Titan is even better, right? So, yeah, Vat on Titan is just completely ridiculous. So you put 4 zombies into play. So you put 14 power into play. You can also put Crater Hoof on Titan, although if you cast Crater Hoof, you should be winning. Opposition has not been an MVP, but now we've cited an Ophiyo and Grave Titan. So yes, let's play first. Okay, a bunch of lands and Vorinclex. That's pretty hideous. Alright, I'll keep. Why am I keeping? Because I think at least I'll be able to cast anything I play, and I might draw more ramp to make this sooner. I don't know. It's probably a bad keep. Well, Garruk is certainly nice. If he's playing a nice slow deck like mine, this will, of course, have to live, but reaching ramps me by 1. I've got to have some threats, right? Coming off the top. So for the reach, I guess the safest thing to do is get 1 black and 1 blue. Okay. We'll do that. So now we've got Factor Fiction for threats, and then after that comes these guys. Okay, that's nice and not scary. So I could FOF or just play Whisperwood. I think Whisperwood is the play here. Start getting our army. And remember, don't ever F6 now because we have the Whisperwood ability to use. Okay. Gear Hulk. And yeah, Garuking his Gideon would be nice. So that'll be next turn. So why don't we play Island? Now do we attack? No, because we don't want to lose both of them. So we'll just sit back on defense, Factor Fiction, and then play Garruk next turn. You could have Geddon. That might have been a reason to keep these other colors in my hand, but Gets pretty bad for us. I don't know if we can actually beat Geddon. And Geomancer, that's actually not terrible. Please don't get him. Please don't get him. Okay, a ring will take that. So remember to sack it. Do we want to sack? Guess. So I could flip the Ophiomancer. No, let's just take it. It's fine. Oh, some nice choices. I think Time Warp is probably what I want the most of all this stuff. Pilgrim and Time Warp. Or do I want to get Greavesy? I think I like Pilgrim and Time Warp. Don't monetize me, bro. I would wreck my face. Okay. And now we keep everything back on defense. Do not attack. Fair enough. I'm actually okay with that. Feel like I've got better stuff in hand and board presence. We can turn these into bigger things. Ooh, Behemoth. That's a card. That's a card that may just do it. Is this a win? 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So 8. Does this kill? Let's see. Everything is +4, +4. So 16. 21. Yeah, it should be lethal. Now that Guru killed 1, 2, 2. It's like a 3 for 1, right? That Garuk to kill the Gideon was absolutely necessary. Things were going to get really problematic until I miscounted. All right. Well, let's see if he can. Oh, he does this. Avenger. Okay. All of a sudden, that's a. He's got something here. Okay, well. Feel a bit dumb. Definitely Vorinclex would have been better. Yeah, how did I... Guess I miscounted his toughness. So if I lose that, that'll be pretty embarrassing and very deserving. So 8 mana. I think that's the same, right? So I'll just cast it. And let's see if this can win with a Time Warp or two. Man. What's he got? His own Critter Hoof? Elishnorn. Oh my god. Man, I really lost this game. Christ. One clicks would have wrecked him. But now I am the one that is dead. Whew. I was dead here. God. Really punished hard there. Well, what a lesson. He really came back from that. Yep, I have no one to blame but myself. I could have won. So if I'd spent a little more time and thought it through and counted that it wouldn't have killed him, I mean, I might have still done it anyway, but I could have just played Vorinclex to shut down his options. Yep, okay. Well, given what we saw, we haven't seen any enchantments or artifacts, so I'm okay with bringing in Nissa over the Wickerboro. And otherwise keeping it the same. Really brutal. There's also taking part the Water Veil, you know. Maybe Greaves aren't that good, but he's got O-Ring. Nah, that's okay. Let's submit this. Okay, well here's my Greaves. I'll keep. Here's an Elder. White. Okay, that's really scary. That's already Elishnorn. Fuck. Ooh, scary, scary, scary. Well, there's absolutely nothing I can do about that, so just have to maybe sack end of turn. Uh-oh. Okay. I feel like I'm losing this. God, what's he playing? Finks. Do I try to draw cards here? No, I think I don't. I feel like I want as many guys as possible for the Crater Huff. So I think I will take. Yeah, is that what I'm doing? I'm taking and then... Because I can at least block and kill the Finks, right? Yeah. Okay. Ugh, this is scary. Well, you can definitely cast Elish Norn and that just destroys me. Scary. Okay. Well, I guess we are vital forcing Nissa. I'm kind of hoping here. Do I attack him? Or do I keep it on defense? I attack him. His Sphinx comes back as a 2/1, and then he attacks. Yeah, I guess attacking is right. Yeah, I think we attack here. You can also blow his Garuk. But hey, if that goes against my Nissa, I guess that's worse things could happen. I'm not sure let's block this. So let's see. We have a black, blue, and a city of brass. So I guess we can get a forest and a blue. So now at least we can hit twice with forests. Man, I'm so scared of an Elish Norn here. Okay. So that's a nice thing to treachery. Okay. So what do we do here? We could time warp. Maybe do we just multi time warp here? So I could time warp Nissa, bring back time warp again. Seems pretty weak, but what else am I doing? The other option is Whisperwood now. My Nissa dies next turn though. And then six. So I could Whisperwood, make a guy, 6 mana, play and land, time warp, make another guy, and just to get into Craterhoof territory. Does that do it? So let's count. And play this just in case. So 6 mana. So if I can get to turn 8 with a Whisperwood, hopefully I win. So we're Whisperwooding. So option 1 is we can time warp, bring time warp back, and we play Forest. Yeah, maybe shouldn't we just do that, because at least we're ahead of turn. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. It just ramps us, right? Oh, permanent card. Man, I can't even read. That's really awful. Okay, jeez Louise. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, this may be not so bad though. So now I can Rofellos. See if I can do something good here. This is now 4 mana. So I think I can win if he doesn't have Elish Norn, right? If he has Elish Norn, I lose. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 mana. That's not going to be enough to Craterhoof and do anything else. I could play a Nissa. So I have a 5/5, 2 5/5s, and they'll each get +3/+3, so it'll be 13/13. So if I do that, I could send it all at him. He has to chump Dramoka. That's pretty good. It kills his Dramoka. The other option is I just play Whisper. I assume he doesn't have... but yeah, let's see. So let's say he chumps with Dramoka. I'm still dead to... if he plays the... what do you call it? Elish Norn. So since I'm dead to Elish Norn anyway, maybe I should just make sure I win when I do Craterhoof. So in that case, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough for a Whisperwood and a Yavimaya Elder. That was just really terrible. I could use the miss on another Crater Hoof. It was just very bad play all around. So, do we want to protect the Whisperwood or the Rofellos? Do we need the Rofellos? We'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we don't. So, we can just equip this onto Whisperwood, I think. Okay. So I think we win as long as he doesn't have the. I think even Avenger of Zendikar now we beat that, but we do lose to Elish. Please don't play Elish Norn. Please don't play Elish Norn. Please don't play Elish Norn. Oh God, I can't look. Maybe it's not Elish Norn, because otherwise why would he be thinking? Okay, that's Elish Norn. No, it's a Whisperwood. That's not an Elish Norn. So here comes Dragon Lord. I think I just have to attack and ignore 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's just do it. Let's see if this does it. Is it enough? Looks like a lot. All right, we won. Woo. All right, so we would have gone 3-0 by now had we played the first one correctly. Anything we want to change? Anything not great here? Wondering if maybe opposition isn't great. Certainly feels great. Maybe mimic that instead of opposition. Or am I just trying to do too much here? Do I just leave it alone? We could play Slaughter Pact as an answer to some terrible creature he has. Huh. That is an answer to stuff like Elishnorn. Although there's also Treachery and Garruk for Elishnorn. Yeah, let's run it back. Okay, that's stuff. We'll have our little Ophiomancer stuff going on. Ooh, I like that. No! Oh man, I misclicked. Oh, and I should have cast the Swamp. That's so fucking atrocious. It's terrible, folks. I'm so sorry. It's just all sorts of bad. Okay, so now it really will end up mattering because it could have been a Factor Fiction. Fuck. It's okay. I think we play the Ophiomancer and wait to turn on the fact. Oh, so much worse. Oh boy. Really use a Treachery at this point. So I think we end of turn fact and look for maybe like something like Grave Titan. We could also Gear Hulk up something, but no, I think we're playing defensive here, so we'll Thoth end of his turn. Okay, opposition will be a thing. Well, here's the thing. We can't even cast opposition. So it seems illogical to take it. Rampant Growth. I think we want black here, right? Because that will let us play Grave Titan. Four, okay. So 4, literally all we can play is Lightning Greaves. 2, 4, 6, 7. To this, and alright, well, we'll start having lots of mana soon. And yeah, maybe if we can land a Vorinclex next turn and shroud it, should be pretty good. scary. No. No. So scary. Can we do anything about that? Oh, God. Now we're hit for 14. I think we just lose. Yeah, we're just dead. All right, well played. So we could have gone 3-0 here, but we did not count the math on our behemoth on that other attack, and so I think that's on us. Anyways, it was a much stronger deck than I thought it was going to be. It felt a little bit clunky, but it ended up having a lot of late game power. So thanks for watching.